Good morning, everyone. We welcome you all for our fifth live session under Zindagi Jeene Ka Naam Hai, A Ray of Hope, where we are trying to understand psychology behind the suicide. As we are discussing in last 4 days, we discussed so many various aspects, different aspects related to it, and we received great response from our audience. We are highly thankful to all our four last speakers and delighted to have Dr. S.P.K. Jaina for today's session on suicidal ideation and self-injury. As we all know, a very important aspect of suicidal behavior, self-injury. Welcome, sir. We welcome you here with the Mansa platform. So definitely we all know about you and there is no introduction required, but still this is a formality. So I would like to have some words for you. Dr. S.P.K. Jaina is Professor of Applied Psychology from University of Delhi South Campus. So many students are aware about it and we receive so much responses from the students especially. He is professionally trained in clinical psychology from Nimhans Bangalore and doctorate from CIT Ranchi. He has published several articles in national and international journals. There are so many publications, so that's why I'm not listing out here because list is so long. And sir authored mainly two books, which is one is the perspective in mental retardation, the other one is behavior therapy, technique, research, and application. He is also the former editor of Indian Journal of Clinical Psychology. Sir is also fellow member of the Indian Association of Clinical Psychologists and guiding so many aspiring clinical psychologists in the field. So we welcome you, sir. Please start with your session.
Well, thank you for this kind introduction. Very good morning to everybody. It is an opportunity, real opportunity to speak to all of you, may have interaction on this crucial subject. At the outset, I must thank Dr. Shweta and the team members of Mansa. You have been doing wonderful work in making people aware about what suicide is. Creating awareness is a very important responsibility for all of us. All of us read about suicide, think about suicide, but very few people do something about suicide. We keep our knowledge confined to our classrooms, our clinics, but we do not go out to people to speak to them. And from this perspective, I consider this attempt is a wonderful attempt. It is a good attempt. Please keep it up. So today we have been discussing. Today we have been discussing about the very crucial aspect of suicide. Although a very grim subject, I said grim subject, suicide is a very grim subject, but still we need to have insight about it. We have to understand it well so that we can make it a kind of effort. We can create awareness among people, tell people, right, how to avoid, how to make this society sanitized from suicide. So how to get rid of suicide. In fact, if I look at the kind of figures that we get regarding the suicide, in the figure that we obtain from WHO, right, the World Health Organization talks about suicide. The organization has done a wonderful study to find out that almost 8 lakh people, can you imagine 8 lakh people all over the world commit suicide in a year? And the contribution of India and China is about 40%. And if you come to the figure of India, it will be about 17%. 17% we contribute to suicide, and about 1,35,000 people commit suicide. And the recent figure is much more than this. It is 1,40,000. And these number of people, such a large number of people commit suicide. What a loss, human loss, loss of manpower in this country. In an already poverty-stricken country where there is a lack of resources, we lose this much of human resource. We think from this direction, not just as clinical psychologists or clinicians, but we think from a larger perspective to consider that this is a huge loss for the country. That is why every country, developing country, does have a millennium, what is known as Millennium Sustainable Development Goal. And for India, one of the goals is to reduce, India has pledged to reduce the suicide rate by one third reduction of suicide. And that is why our responsibility is great. As clinicians, as social workers, as individuals who are interested in the phenomenon of suicide. So we'll discuss about why this suicide rate is so much. What is your observation? How do you find, what kind of suicide rate you find in the country? If you look at the National Crime Records Bureau, very recently, just yesterday reported, it is reported in Times of India. You can look at this Times of India. It is 1.4 lakhs, I said, and 70.2% are males and 29.3 are females, suicide rates. And this skew, the divide between males and females is increasing day by day. If you look at the previous kind of statistics, it is far ahead, right? And if you look at the accidents rate, you will be astonished that 4.2 lakh people, die because of road accidents. You may ask me, why should I bring accident to picture? Because many of us clinicians believe that many people who meet accidents actually are suicides. At least 12 to 13% of them are cases of suicide. Rash driving is a kind of self-injurious behavior which may lead to suicide. That is why our range of awareness should not only be confined to suicides, but also accidents. Many people are accident prone. Maybe that they are suicide prone and they commit accidents to kill themselves. So there are many reasons which we'll be discussing in due course of our discussion. Now let us look at the figure in India. Among the elderly people, you find about 75 in 1 lakh are committing suicides. And between 3 to 44 years of age, the suicide rate is about 27.4%. Why I'm talking the statistics about statistics? Because statistics form the basis of our intervention. It forms the basis for intervention for a particular age group or particular what you call risk group, the group which is at risk of suicide. So what we find is that suicide rate is high among people who are elderly like me, elderly like others who are above 60 to 70 years of age. And if it is above 70, the chances are much higher. So what message it carries is that please visit the geriatric homes. Please talk to the old people who feel terribly isolated. Talk to them, try to understand what is their mental status. And your little interaction with them, little talk to them, little sitting and interacting with them will make a lot of difference in their lives. You may not miss many such elderly people in our country. This is very important, right? And we also find that the states which are much richer, you see the irony. You see the technologically advanced states, the industrially advanced states, you find the suicide rate is much higher because the dissatisfaction, conflicts, the mental health problems are higher in these states. It means you cannot equate happiness with richness. This is another lesson that we learn. In our own country, we find suicide rates are much higher in those states where the progress is very good. The development is very good, right? I'll not name the states, you know all of these states, right? These states, suicide rate is much higher than those poor states, so-called poor states, where people are at peace even with their poverty. So poverty, although is connected with suicide when it is extreme, but at a medium level, it is one of the factors which is not connected at all with suicide. It may be protective factor. In such cases, they have got better resilience to manage themselves. So the key factor is resilience. The key factor is not the richness, but resilience. Learn this, try to understand this and explain to people that no matter how rich are you, you should have good resilience. Let me, it reminds me my own, life. After my MA, I didn't have any job. I served in a book company selling books, helping the manager to sell books. When I was in Nimhans, I found one, fine morning, somebody said, you know this language, your language, Odia, you speak, and there is somebody who wants to speak to you, or you would like to speak to him? I said, certainly. And I found the gentleman coming with my own employer coming there. He was not able to recognize me. He was suffering from depression and had a suicidal attempt because he lost in a court case. So, this is the kind of incidents which I remember, and I spent a lot of time with him so that he becomes feel better. And we found that he was recovering, he was doing well, and he went back. I do not know. I was I was in the first year of MPhil, and I didn't know what therapy I gave. Simply, I sat and spoke to him. I explained what I was, and I was with him. And that itself was sufficient. You don't need big therapies with people. You need to talk to people, understand people. So from here, let us go to the condition in our country. In our country, women are in a very deplorable condition. Those who are within 18 to 20 years of age, they report a lot of suicide, right? The number of reasons are there: dowry, marriage-related difficulties, family-related issues, illness, and so many other, childbirth-related. Many girls get married early in their lives, so they have got birth complications, illness, sickness, and all these which contribute to suicide. And most important is that there is nobody to listen to them. Many of them, because they don't have any job, they remain at home quite isolated. Husband goes for jobs, children go for school, and they remain terribly isolated at home, and there is nobody to talk to them. In big societies, in big cities like Delhi, Calcutta, and big metropolis cities, if a girl is illiterate, stays at home, doesn't have anybody to talk about, then the chances are also high that she may be suffering from depression, and it may lead to suicide. But depression always doesn't lead to suicide. Do you agree with me? Largest number of people who commit suicide do suffer from depression. And another important observation American Journal of Psychiatry has shared is that most of the people who commit suicide have visited a psychiatrist. I'm not saying that psychiatrists do cause suicide. They trigger suicide. But what I mean to say that when only they are severely depressed, they go and meet a mental health professional. So the take-home information is, why not to nab them, to catch them early, and do some kind of intervention at an early stage? Why should they go and meet a mental health professional? Why should you wait for that? Prevention is better than cure. This is the message that you get from the studies which have been conducted. Every study, right, with loudest voice say that do early intervention for people who have got suicide potentials. Do you agree with me? So as a workforce, as professional force, we have to work like army. We have to work like armed forces to go and find out if somebody is suffering from suicide, save people. The same way we are saving the country. Many people die in the war front, but there are many people within the country die because of suicide, and the rate is so high. Even so many soldiers never die on the war field the way we lose our human resource because of suicide. That is why it is one of the gravest concern. Now I will take you for a tour to the kind of risk factors which are involved. I said tour means so many risk factors are there. Literally it becomes a tour to find out what happens under which factor. Few only, time is short, few only I'll tell you, then you make speculations, you try to expand the ideas, you will find many. The risk factors, the first risk factor is current suicidal ideation, plan or wish, which is very important, which is the topic that we are covering today. Current suicidal ideation, मैं सोच रहा हूँ suicide करने के लिए, जिंदगी में कुछ नहीं है, जीना क्यों, जीने में कोई मजा नहीं है, let me commit suicide. So this is the idea which drives an individual to commit suicide. A person must be having a plan in mind to commit suicide. I want to commit suicide in this way. He says with his friend, "Kaise hoga? Main suicide kar lunga." Even in very casual talk, he talks about suicide. So there is a wish to die, which is most important. I'll talk about its theoretical implication. Wish to die is the core factor in suicide. And this wish to die is driven by the incidents, events that happen in our day-to-day life. Also, it affects, it is influenced, triggered by, you know what? By the perception of the future. That is why I believe it is not the depression alone. सिर्फ डिप्रेशन नहीं है, विषाद सिर्फ नहीं है. Are you able to understand? Only depression is not sufficient factor. But looking at the future, how the future looks, if it looks gloomy, see, depression, I have lost a lot of money. I have lost a court case. I have lost my own spouse. I have lost my kids. I have lost so many people, right? So there is a tendency to commit suicide because there is nothing in life, I feel. But that is not sufficient. What is most important factor is the future looks gloom, hopelessness. It is not just helplessness. You might have studied about Seligman's work. Seligman said that when people are exposed, dogs are exposed to inescapable, shocking condition, like it happens in our lives. बच्चे जो स्कूल जाते हैं, पढ़ाई नहीं करते हैं, बीच बीच में हिंदी बोल देता हूँ, इसलिए कि it will be our language, it is our national language, right? It is necessary to speak little Hindi at least, whatever we have.
We are keeping in mixed language, so don't worry.
Oh, very good.
People
very
are
good.
more relating.
Yes, that should be the spirit. Yes.
Yeah.
तो ये होता है कभी कभी बच्चे जो स्कूल जाते हैं, अच्छा पढ़ाई नहीं करते हैं, अधिगम अक्षमता, मेरा एक किताब है अधिगम अक्षमता के ऊपर, हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन हुआ है उसका, पढ़ना, उसमें कैसे हमने काम किया, उसमें पिक्चर्स है, बहुत सारे एक्टिविटीज है. So when you go to the school, children with learning disabilities, अधिगम अक्षमता बच्चों का जो होता है, imagine their condition. They go to the school, teacher punishes because of their bad behavior. आजकल तो टीचर पनिश नहीं करते हैं, लेकिन उनका लुक, उनका बिहेवियर ऐसा रहता है कि बच्चे समझ जाते हैं किसको बोलते हैं, इशारा किसके तरफ है. People do not hit them, beat them as people used to do in barbarous manner earlier. Kneel down कर देना, खड़ा कर देना, धूप में खड़ा कर देना, ये सब नहीं होता है. लेकिन बच्चे भी इतना एडवांस्ड हो गए, समझदार हो गए, आप थोड़ा ऐसे देखेंगे तो रो पड़ते हैं, रोते हैं. They understand, they have become much more symbolic understanding have become much better. The Flynn effect, our intelligence is increasing day by day. We need to have different intelligence tests time and again as we pass through the ages. So with advancement of age, technology, we become intelligent. Now children are good enough to understand, in a very, better state to understand even your little frowning, your eyes, they understand your attention. So imagine, I was just, getting, a bit distracted. Children who go to the school, they find very difficult to manage with their kids, with their other peers, because they find it difficult to go along with them because of their poor academic performance, scholastic performance. And teacher, although doesn't beat, so some kind of behavior which is not very acceptable. So they get really punishment in a very symbolic sense, punishment in the school, right? When children don't play with you, you imagine what kind of punishment is this? You stand alone and children don't come and talk to you. And when you go back home, parents also don't talk to the child because the child has not performed well, is not doing homework well. They also show similar behaviors. This condition is almost like the condition of the dogs of the Seligman's experiment, 1975 Seligman's work, dogs of Seligman. So these human dogs, the human beings, the children, they have a similar state. They are in हमारे कहावत है from fire to frying pan. Either they are in fire or they in frying pan. The condition remains the same, and they don't have any escape. Many of them escape from their homes because they cannot tolerate this. Many of them suffer from depression. There are children nowadays, the pediatric suicide rate is increasing because of this factor, because of the factor that neither the teachers, not the parents have understood why this child is so depressed. They don't know what are the indications of depression. हमारे लिए सबसे important है as clinical psychologists, नैदानिक मनोवैज्ञानिक विज्ञानी, we have the responsibility to make people understand what mental illness is. What are the basic features of suicidal behavior, or even grossly, what is depression? Child is crying and not saying anything. Because the moment he says whether to speak or not to speak, क्या कहूँ? स्कूल में टीचर ने ऐसे बिहेव किया, तो आंसर ये होता है, आप ऐसे करते हो तो ऐसे मिलेगा आपको, जैसे करना ऐसे भरना, तुम क्यों अच्छे से नहीं पढ़ाई करते हो? So entire blame comes from the child. The child doesn't speak. How important is catharsis? How important is quality parenting? How important to see to the child and talk? That must be understood by the parents and the teachers. And in case of the people who are grown up, the condition is much worse. Their condition is also like the kids in the school, like the dog, Seligman's dog. They go to the office, there is a nagging boss. Every time he taunts. And during these COVID days, because the production is very less, they will try to harp on, they try to, whip almost literally on the employees to do more and more work so that productivity can be maintained and the loss can be overcome. So they work harder and harder. By the time they come back home, right? Nobody understands them. The spouse doesn't understand. मुंह क्यों ऐसा लटका बैठे हो? The wife is asking, क्यों ऐसे मुंह लटका के बैठे हो? But ये मुंह लटका के अंदर, ये जो behavior के अंदर कितना depression है, कितना anxiety है, she finds difficult. And after nagging number of times, what happens? The domestic violence occurs. Sometimes this person slaps, behaves in a bad manner. I'm not protecting the gentleman who is engaged in domestic violence, but these are the few things which can prevent violence also. Talking to people, what happened? Tell me, why don't you tell me? Right? Let us have a cup of tea and you share with me. How nice will it be? Instead of telling, muh latka ke baithe ho. So these are the things, these soft skills are to be taught to these people. At least they should understand what it is. Mansa, in fact, is doing a wonderful job. That is why I said to reach people, reaching people. Sometimes we say outreach people. Even in the city, most of the people are outreach because they have little understanding, not even any tolerance to listen. And that is why it is important घर घर में जाके लोगों के साथ बात करके ये फैलाना है, ये फीलिंग जागृत करना है कि क्या करना है. But every time, let us be practical. Every time when you talk about mental illness, people don't accept us. Let us talk about positive things of life. How to improve your skills, how to improve your behavior, how to improve your sleep, right? If this is the approach, everybody wants to sleep well. Everybody wants to speak well. Everybody wants to communicate well. Everybody wants to perform well in the office. So let us take that as a positive step. Then you gradually put in your small doses of making them understand what mental illness, mental health is, and how important it is to understand people. Understanding is something which is core to every mental health effort. If you understand people, no matter whether you're a clinical psychologist, a mother, a spouse, or anybody, even a child. Nowadays we say child therapists. Children are used as therapists by clinical psychologists. Why don't you talk to your mom? वो गुस्सा में है, ये तो हम करते हैं घर में, लेकिन उसको थेराप्यूटिक पद्धति से हम यूज नहीं करते हैं. Go and talk to her. Go and talk to him. Right? पापा क्यों ऐसे बैठे हैं? क्या हुआ? मेरे साथ मुझको नहीं बताएंगे, आपको तो कम से कम बताएंगे. And parents are fond of their children. Children can be used as therapists. अभी clinical psychologist का role में बहुत change आ गया है. They are not white coat clinicians to sit in the clinic. They can do that. They will do that. They are born for that, in fact. But their role has become much more challenging to educate people like these families. And of course, the past suicide attempts also tells you that there is a high potential for committing suicide, those who have been trying to commit suicide. Severe depression is also one of the reasons, but I said it is not the only reason. The psychiatrists, the clinicians have tried to explain what kind of depression. They have said the depression which is characterized by helplessness, depression is depression. Depression, here comes the psychology of depression. Depression which is characterized by helplessness or guilt has more chances of driving people for suicide than ordinary depression. This is one is said. Further, it is said the diagnosis of, when there is a diagnosis of bipolar 2 depression followed by what you call bipolar 1 depression, bipolar 2, bipolar 1 depression, right? Then what happens? The chances are much higher. And if it is again followed by what is called unipolar depression or mixed episodes, then the chances are still higher. These are the anatomy of depression. People have technically understood what depression is and what kind of depression can lead to suicide. So this is what is observed in the studies conducted on, to find out the relationship between mental health and suicide. Tell me, many of you are psychologists or clinical psychologists, tell me which mental illness is not connected with the suicide. ऐसा कोई मेंटल इलनेस है दुनिया में जिसके साथ सुसाइड बिल्कुल एसोसिएटेड नहीं है? हर सुसाइड आईसीडी डीएसएम लेके आप बैठ जाओ एंड कोरिलेशन शुरू करो, आपका स्टूडेंट्स को देके कोरिलेशन फाइंड करने के आप शुरू करिए, आप एवरी इलनेसेस के साथ डिप्रेशन का ताल्लुक है. इसलिए ताल्लुक है because it is not connected with mental illness alone. Even a normal individual, otherwise normal individual, because of stress and strains of life which he cannot cope with, even you and me have potential to commit suicide. अभी फ्रॉइड बाबा का याद आ रहा है, what he said, Thanatos, right? Thanatos, Eros and Thanatos. Death wish is there. हमारे अंदर वही भीष्म पितामह का death wish है. We want to die, and when we die, nobody can stop us. Right? So when somebody wants to die, nobody can stop. And how much our wish to die, even we do not know. This is proved by the lethality of the attempt that we make. And the lethality finally gives you answer whether the person was really intended to die or was not intending to die. This is one aspect. So I will not go into the details of which mental disorders can be connected with this. It will be more of an academic exercise and not a practical issue as such. Paraphilia, eating disorders, personality disorders, loneliness. Now let us stop here. Personality disorder. So all eating disorders can lead to this. Paraphilia, people who have got sexual deviance, they have also high chances. Even we are finding that the people who are, apart from these mental disorders, what is most prominently found among people, particularly the elderly people who are lonely, who remain alone, they have high chances of committing suicide. And above all, cognitive deficits. Cognitive deficit is responsible because of the fact that people fail to understand the outcome of the action. They fail to understand what may happen if I do this. This is one of the reasons they fail to understand what is the consequence. Now, these are the ways we think as psychologists. But in this world, if you psychologize everything, you put psychiatric mark on everything saying that they are psychiatrically ill, so that is why they are committing suicide. Like we are talking about the recent case of, suicides. So Sushant Rajput's case we are talking about, right? Whether it is suicide and whether it is murder, we do not know. People say depression, depression, depression. Whether he was depressive or not, that should be the reason for committing suicide. Our question is whether a person without any depression cannot commit suicide. आप और मैं हमारे बीच में कोई डिप्रेशन नहीं आया है, लेकिन एक सिचुएशन ऐसे आया है, हम टूट गए एक सिचुएशन में, we broke down because of relationship issues, and that may cause suicide because of the past experiences. If the past experience is very good, people are very comfortable, and there is a discomfort immediately, people find it difficult to manage. That could be the sole reason for suicide. Now, I was warning, I was rather sensitizing the psychologists not to psychologize everything. Why? You understand? There are a number of studies have been done on cultures, different cultures across the world. Cross-cultural studies have been conducted. हमारे देश में जब आजादी नहीं हुआ था, तब एक साहब ने एक स्टडी किया था. This study was done in Bastar area. Bastar is in Madhya Pradesh. In Madhya Pradesh, there is a place called Bastar. In that Bastar, there was a gentleman whose name was Eluin. Eluin 1943 में एक study उन्होंने किया. And he tried to find out the causes of suicide. You know how many causes he found? 243 causes of suicide in tribals of Bastar area. Those who are living in jungles. 243 causes. और सबसे मजे की बात है, one of the causes is appearance of the police personnel and court personnel in their village. तो ब्रिटिश पुलिस जब आ जाते थे घर में और उनका एरिया में, तब उनको इतना घबराहट होता था, कुछ लोग सुसाइड भी कर देते थे. The reign of terror they had. This was being recorded by Elwin. तो cause कुछ भी हो सकता है, depending on the situation. Not necessarily that people suffer from mental illness. However, looking at all the causes, if you make a factor analysis, statistically speaking, if at all you can put your common sense also, you find certain core elements in this. What are these? One is to preserve the honor, one's honor, right? People, commit suicide. आपने तो कभी ऐसा नहीं था, क्यों ऐसा किया? The guilt which is caused by loss of honor, that may drive you to commit suicide. Second is avoidance of pain. Pain इतना हो रहा है from a terminal disease, from being dependent on others, right? Pain, psychological or physical pain is so much, I want to terminate the pain by tormenting myself, my life. This is one core feature. Another is bereavement or loss. घर में कोई बहुत close, maybe a friend, maybe a parent, maybe somebody who dies, there are high chances of committing suicide. People commit suicide even without, leaving their, the foods and drink. They starve to die themselves, to kill themselves. This is one which is found. Then one suicide which is not being discussed much is patriotic causes. And the new recent phenomenon which is not being discussed much is suicide conducted by the suicide bombers who kill themselves almost with that kind of patriotic wish which they consider as patriotic within quotes. These are new forms of suicide that we are finding, right? And in recent times, what causes frustration also the list has expanded. अभी कुछ दिन पहले पेपर में आया था कि एक बच्चा का जो मदर है वो अपना सेल फोन ले लिया. A small kid, he committed suicide because his cell phone was snatched away. So now the list is very long because our dissatisfaction is too much. Here comes our role as psychologists, right? Now let me come to, are you exhausted listening to me? I'll go slow. Right?
No,
I was
sir.
so far I have been talking about, I'm going slow. So far I have been talking about suicide, right? As we see it in different journals, in different kind of statistical figures, the causes of suicide, doing multifactorial analysis, statistical analysis, the factors which lead to, risk factors which lead to suicide. अभी हमको समझना है ये क्या चीज है suicide. As psychologists, we call it not just suicide, and psychologists are prompt enough to call it suicide behavior. Suicide behaviors are the suicide attempts that cause death. ये simple एक, you can call it a definition, or you can get satisfied with this definition, simple definition, that suicide behaviors are the suicide attempts that cause death. Death जब तक नहीं हुआ है हम इसको suicide behavior नहीं कह सकते हैं, right? Suicide attempt that causes death. ऐसा नहीं कि हर suicide attempt will lead to death, right? इसीलिए because of this, suicide behavior is not a single entity. It consists of 3 categories of behaviors. पहला है कि suicidal ideation, सोचना है, प्लान करना है, suicidal ideation. ठीक करना है, मैं suicide करूं ना करूं. This is suicidal ideation or suicidal thinking, suicidal intent, जो भी आप कह सकते हैं. Next is suicidal attempt. Behaviorally, I try a method, I may fail or may not fail. And the final is suicide itself. Suicide itself. Are you able to listen to me?
Yes, sir.
My voice is clear because I get a message that internet connection is disrupted. Is it happening with you? You are able to listen?
Yes, sir. We are able to listen to you.
Okay, okay. तो ये तीनों चीज को लेके 3 categories of behavior: suicidal ideation or suicidal thought, then I said suicidal attempt, and finally suicide. These 3 things may be temporarily de-linked, or they may cause in so much of proximity that it is difficult to distinguish one from the other. इतना जल्दी होता है, with fraction of second I decided to commit suicide because he punished me so badly, or he insulted me so badly, मैं कूद जाऊं. एक pool के ऊपर बातचीत हो रहा है, a person feels that he is being ridiculed, he jumps from the dam, from the pool, right, and he dies. Something is happening in the between 2 armed personnel. There is a small fight, and there is, within fraction of second he fires himself. Committing suicide, homicide, suicide happens because of the weapon is available and there is a rift. So they may not be, temporarily separated. But sometimes people think and think and think, when nobody will be there at home, then only I'll commit suicide. Thinks. Then he will find out whether rassi is there or not. He purchases, goes to the दुकान को जाके एक रस्सी खरीद करके लाता है, और जब घर में कोई नहीं रहता है तब फैन में लटक जाता है. He has a suicidal intent which is well planned and he commits suicide. There is a temporal gap between this and suicidal attempt and finally committing suicide. Suicide करने के बाद भी कभी-कभी लोग बच जाते हैं. It may not terminate in suicide. So they may not be temporally disconnected, or they may be very closely connected. So temporal gap also may be there between these acts. Now coming to the components of the suicidal ideation, or what is called the suicidal intention, we say that the thoughts to commit suicide may be associated with any levels of intent. Suicide मैं करना चाहता हूं तो इसका level of intent होता है, right? So level of intent जो है, the thoughts about being dead or killing oneself has a degree involved in it. If it is very intense, then the chances are high. If it is less, the chances are less. Then comes the suicidal attempt, which is self-inflicted, potentially injurious behavior. Self-inflicted injurious behavior, and there is an intent to die. So this is what self-injurious behaviors are committed with some behaviors where the intention is not very clear. The attempt is also very ambivalent. People do not die because the intention is not so intense. And finally, suicide, which is the self-inflicted injury committed with the intention to die, when there is a death wish and people really commit suicide. These are the different levels of suicidal behavior. So one has to restrict people, right, at every possible stage, if they are temporarily disconnected, if they are temporarily temporally spaced. Try your best to see that a person can be saved, even if he's about to die. Try to move him to the hospital so that he can recover, he can be saved. So this is what you have to be careful. You have to teach them at every level to identify all these. There are a number of views regarding suicide. One of them is interpersonal view. Interpersonal view means we believe that it is a kind of dynamic situation. कब कहते हैं situation is dynamic? When we find that it is not a single factor like mental illness, there are many factors operating together. And if I tell you plainly, I'll say we live in a multifactorial world. There is no one-to-one causal relationship in many events of our lives. One-to-one causal relationships you may find in hard sciences, but in soft sciences like behavioral sciences, the behavior is multi-causal, multifactorial. इसके बारे में regarding this, the psychologists, particularly clinical psychologists, are talking about two important aspects. वो क्या है? एक तो है desire to die, मरने का इच्छा, मृत्यु इच्छा, right? दूसरा है the capability for suicide. You know, committing a good suicide is a skill also. जबकि और वापस आने का संभावना नहीं है. Person is skilled to commit suicide. इसके ऊपर थोड़ा वो हुआ, शोध भी हुआ है. और शोध में ये पाया गया है, a bit elderly people, grown-up people, when commit suicide, they almost die. Most of them die. A larger percentage of people who are elderly, who are grown-up, right? जो समझदार है, वो मर ही जाते हैं. They kill themselves successfully. But those who are young, many of them survive, either because the intention was not so deep, deep, or maybe because of that they are not so skilled to commit suicide. Pros and cons उनको पता नहीं है. जैसे कि स्लीपिंग टैबलेट खाने से कितना खाने से डेथ होगा उनको अंदाजा नहीं है. इंपल्सिव होके 2 खा लिया, सो गया, फिर उठ के बैठा, क्या हो गया, ऐसे ऐसे तुमने कर दिया, हाँ ऐसे ऐसे हुआ था. लेकिन the dose was not so high that he will be dying because of lack of experience. लेकिन जो elderly आदमी होता है वो पढ़ता है, सुनता है, उसका experience ज्यादा है कि इतना खाने से, वो पढ़ भी लेता है कितना खाने से डेथ होगा. He is more cognitively oriented, right? He is more matured, wise to commit suicide. और वो पूरा सोच के ही suicide करता है. And we find in India about 30 to 44 years people who are in that age group, they commit suicide. A lot of them commit suicide. और सबसे ज़्यादा है those who are above 70. उनका rate क्या है पता है? 30.2%. और 30 to 44 years में 27% लोग suicide करते हैं. Now, what is this desire for death? मृत्यु इच्छा. मृत्यु इच्छा. जैसे हमारे महाभारत में आप देखते हो, हाँ, कि भीष्म पितामह ने finally he wanted to die, and that is why he died. Had he not been interested to die, he would not have been dead. What made him die? We have a great lesson to learn from his life. Although many of these characters could be pleaded as mythical, they are stories. But even in those stories, we have themes to analyze. What made him die? Whenever you see this feature, this kind of scenes, you can make out how decisively he took a decision. I must die now. My work is over. My time is over. I must die. So this is very important. Studies have revealed that apart from the mental illness problems, difficulties in social relationship, poor social support, dysfunctional coping with the environment, with the situation, and most important is childhood abuse. ये मुझको याद दिलाता है हमारे जो mental health services के बारे में. We have a mental health services run in our university, right? और हमको जो cases मिला, most of the cases that we found, there were at least 20% of cases had suicidal intention, and many of them are girls. Many of them talk about the physical abuse by people who are known to them in their families. At an early stage of their life, they were being physically abused, and the sense of abuse still continues. Almost like PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, they still think of those sins, they visualize those sins, and finally, sometimes they feel like they speculate of committing suicide. And at that juncture, they contact us. So it's very important for us to immediately intervene and take them away from the scene, try to visualize them something different, talk about the future, future and future. And this we learned from the earlier experiment where they said depression is not alone the culprit. Depression is not the only reason for committing suicide. The future is important. Give them a good future, talk about a good future, talk about the future. They will be carried away by your discussion. But if you make them speak like the the traditional the classical psychologists do, many of them, instead of get rid of the trauma, they would go into deeper trauma. Here comes the maturity of the clinician, whether he will go back for this kind of regressive therapies, talking about the past and taking out the gene बोतल से बाहर निकलने का कोशिश करेगा, या आगे उसको बताएगा आगे क्या लाइफ के लिए क्या है उसके सामने, what he can do in future, how he can take it in a very challenging manner, how he can bring a dramatic change in the life. ये सबसे important होता है. बहुत बच्चे ऐसे हैं, young students who feel like going back, that I'll think about it, I'll do about it, but it is not a very safe procedure. That is why instead of using regressive therapy, you try to think of some of the progressive therapy so that he doesn't have time to go back and think about it. But you may ask me, does it cure the PTSD? It doesn't. It doesn't. But we want that immediately she should be distracted from what she's thinking now. And if I take her to the past, then maybe she must be even visualize something worse than what actually happened. Because we have a tendency to add up things like in films, oh, this might have happened, right? Nothing has happened, only you have seen people moving on the screen, but you visualize that this might have happened. That is why it is like this, cause and effect relationship. तो इसीलिए आपको बड़ा केयरफुली ऐसे केसेस को हैंडल करना पड़ेगा, right? Somebody says that I cannot punish this man who was physically abused. My answer was that even if you want, you cannot do this because you will be caught. You have no evidence. आज का दुनिया चाहता है evidence. So better let us think something ahead. When time comes, you gather evidence. Let us fight. But आप सोच के कि मैं fight करूं और जाके उसको punish करूं, even if you punish, your trauma may not be over. You kill him, the trauma will not be over, because revenge is not the answer to your growth. You have to be growth oriented. You have to think ahead. Maybe that at certain period of time, when you're well enough, you can fight. And this is the reason for which people do not go to the court, do not go to the police, because they don't have evidence. Evidence के लेके आप पुलिस के पास जाते हैं तो there may be something, and this happened long time back. You know those people. One girl says that the person is my uncle only. He's every day is coming. You imagine how I feel. I said, but we are sometimes helpless. We have to think ahead, think about it. If you have sufficient evidence, then we'll go ahead. It means it is a kind of reality testing. We cannot take to the wish-fulfilling world, self-fulfilling prophecy. Yes, chalte hain, kuch karte hain. So this is the job of the therapist. He will not be driven by the emotions, but he has to be driven by the reality. आप BA पढ़ते हो, MA पढ़ते हो, you have to appear for the exam. Let us prepare well. हम बात करते रहेंगे, and we will keep something we will do something good. If you get reinforcement doing well, that will be cure for your depression. There is a full theory, right, of depression. Foster is the one who studied animals to find out and say that cause of depression is the loss of reinforcement. Even Freud also said so, object loss. लेकिन उस लॉस्ट ऑब्जेक्ट को ढूंढने से आपको क्योर नहीं मिलेगा. लॉस्ट ऑब्जेक्ट इज लॉस्ट, you cannot get it back, but you have to get a new love object, a supplement to this. We cannot get back our parents when they are lost. We can create new love objects, get married to get a husband or a wife who symbolize their mothers, fathers, or people who give them some kind of affection, some kind of love and attachment. So we have to go ahead. That is why people are talking about this reality therapies, and behavior therapy is one of them. Create objects of love, object which can be exchanged, the activities which can give you reinforcement so that you will आप अपना दुख भूल जाओगे. दुख क्या है? Loss. In this case, the girl who complains that my uncle is the culprit or my childhood friend is the culprit, right? I feel what there is nothing in the world. Overgeneralization, depression, overgeneralization. He thinks the future to be gloomy and likely to commit suicide as she is telling. So immediately one has to involve, one has to put up a strategy. रेड कारपेट आपको खोल देना पड़ेगा. ये देखो रेड कारपेट आगे तक गया है, पीछे मत जाओ. You can walk through this royal road. You give a lot of wish, lot of जो आकांक्षा कहते हैं, wish, some kind of aims, objectives. Do not become aimless. अभी आप पढ़ रहे तो you have to perform well and you have to learn the skill of competing with other people instead of spending your energy in thinking and making yourself dull. And if you fail in the exam, that will be much more painful than what had happened long time back. You cannot progress at all. This is reality therapy. And maybe that if you are running a kind of therapeutic services, clinical services, be practical. साइकोलॉजी वालों को एक बड़ा वो होता है कि थेरेपी हम देंगे, जितना थेरेपी के लिए आएगा इतना अच्छा है. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, दिस इज द प्रोफेशन, राइट? दिस इज द प्रोफेशन, बट लेट अस create a reality orientation. Reality orientation, reinforcement का क्या क्या तरीका हो सकता है? What could be the future way of reinforcement, self reinforcement? कैसे अपने आप को self reinforce कर सकता है? ये मत सोचो कि हम क्लिनिक में बैठ के रोज कुछ ना कुछ चॉकलेट दे सकते हैं, उसको कोई चीज अच्छा सुना सकते हैं, ये बता सकते हैं, वो नहीं है. She has to be trained enough to reinforce herself so that it can be maintained. She doesn't have to come for therapy all the time to come. She should be good enough. She should be wise enough to reinforce herself. If she has done something good today, the entire day she has written something, she has prepared for the exam, evening she will watch a good program in the evening, have a cup of tea or coffee, or talk to the friend in the evening. That is the program which is being given. So she does that program and she feels that when the friend speaks from the other side, hello, how are you? What are you doing? Right? How is your preparation? Right? What is your future plan? ये सारे चीज उसको फ्यूचर मोटिवेटेड कर देता है, राइट? सो एक जो मैं थोड़ा इस टॉपिक से हट के बोलता हूँ क्योंकि आप सुनते सुनते अभी बोर हो गए होंगे सुसाइड सुनते सुनते, थोड़ा आपको बताता हूँ PTSD के बारे में थोड़ा बताता हूँ. The American research on PTSD researchers, they found two types of therapies are most useful. क्या है? एक का नाम रखा उन्होंने VAM, verbally activated methods, right? VAM. और दूसरा है SAM, sensorily activated methods. Verbally activated methods ये है साइकोथेरेपी, जैसे मैं आपके साथ बात करता हूँ, बहुत सारी चीज आगे पीछे के बारे में बताता हूँ. I keep a lot of things and you share with me about your distress, so you get rid of it. Is almost like analytic, psychoanalytic and or psychotherapeutic. बात करते करते आपको हल्का लगता है, हाँ मैंने कुछ बता दिया, बोल दिया. जैसे मैं आप लोगों के साथ बात करते करते I feel good that after a long time I have been interacting with all of you. So this gives a kind of satisfaction to me. Then only I can feel good in interacting, communicating with you. Similarly, a client when talks to you should feel good that yes, I spoke to so and so who was a psychologist or a clinical psychologist and I feel really good. कहते हैं, फोन करके बताते हैं, सर मैंने आज बात किया, बहुत अच्छा लगा, हल्का लगा, दे विल गिव यू. बट ये हल्का लगना समटाइम्स कुड बी ए काइंड ऑफ, जिसको कहते हैं हनीमून इफेक्ट. अभी जाके बात किया, बहुत अच्छा, बहुत दिन से बात किसी से नहीं किया था. हाउ लॉन्ग इट कंटिन्यूज, यू हैव टू केयरफुली ऑब्जर्व बिहाइंड. 5 दिन 7 दिन उसको मेंटेन रखने के लिए वही थोड़ा बात करना है. टेली मॉनिटरिंग. ठीक हो तो आज क्या करते हो आज? You speak with a lively, kind of words, with lively words, so that he will feel floating. He will be feeling good. Yes, sir is concerned about me. Are you today? Are you studying? Are you doing this or that? So this helps in a very big way. It has to be done in a regular manner. Dusra hai, the second is that one has to do what is known as sensorially activated therapies, where you have to show the situation where the trauma has happened. You have to take the individual to that traumatic situation. Let us take a person who has tried to commit suicide. मैं उसको थोड़ा घुमा देता हूँ कि suicide, which is a very traumatic act, and we take the individual to the place where he was committing suicide, trying to commit suicide. The method which he has used, visually उसको हमने expose किया, and his trauma will be much lesser. जो लोग कहा गया है पहले, जिन लोग suicide attempt करते हैं, उनका suicide करने का संभावना बढ़ जाता है. And this kind of therapies can reduce the chances of suicide. So I do not know how much time is left. I'll go faster. Can you tell me, Dr. Sweta, anybody? It's almost time, isn't it?
Hello?
Yes,
so
yes.
There is no time limit. There is no time
okay,
limit.
wonderful. Of course, I'll not take much time. I know time constraints. Now let us come back to suicidal behavior, in a very pragmatic manner. We'll talk about the suicidal behavior. So as I told you, what is most important is intervention. Intervention is most important to find out what is the depth of the desire and the individual's capability for committing suicide. That will answer many critical questions. Childhood abuse, I was talking about childhood abuse, is a major cause of suicide. आपको भी बच्चे आएंगे, मिलेंगे. They will talk about the past. One talks about the parents. बड़ा interesting issue है. There was one girl who was talking about, I say girls only because I found in our observation, we started in I think some three months back. Abhi the rate has gone down a lot because people have got habituated with COVID. COVID के साथ habituated होने के बाद mental health problem थोड़ा कम हो रहा है. But during this period, the one student said that my parents are like this. How can I overcome this? How can I, deal with them? Because I cannot get rid of them. There you have to tell them how to survive, how to cope with the parents, how to create their own world to absorb themselves. You have to tell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, leaving nothing to chance, right? Otherwise, they may misuse what you have said, and they may land up in, committing suicide. So you have to give them very objective, very clearly defined steps to keep them in touch with reality. The touch with reality is very important. बहुत दिन पहले I was acting as serving as a reader in special education in Bareilly, Rohilkhand University, Bareilly. This reporter, he came, and that time this Shaktiman serial was going on, and many children were jumping from their buildings and dying. And he came and asked me that why this is happening. मैंने उनको ये कहा था कि जो बच्चे suicide कर रहे हैं, they are of a particular socio-economic status, and many of them you will find are from very rich families. And you will not find a single child from the Juggi bastis, from these, Juggis or slums are committing suicide, seeing this Shaktiman. Every day they watch Shaktiman. very popular, Mukesh Khanna, right? So it was very popular. This is because the children who live in these, high rising buildings, big buildings, many of them do not have proper reality contact. फ्रॉड भी इसके बारे में बताए थे. Reality contact is very important. That is why bring them back to reality. Let them not visualize and feel that something wrong is going to happen. This is most critical for a therapist to deal with suicidal cases. Bring them back to the reality. जमीन पर पैर रखने के लिए कोशिश करिए, रखवाने के लिए कोशिश करिए. Let them not float and think something wrong going to happen. This is the most important task for a therapist to deal with suicidal cases. Immediate intervention to bring them back to reality. So, and in some cases, you need psychometric intervention. क्या है psychometric intervention? Studies have revealed that many of these suicidal cases do have high neuroticism and low extraversion. This is a combination. रोशाक आप कर रहे होंगे रोज. रोशाक, you must be aware of रोशाक. रोशाक में डिप्रेशन लेवल बहुत हाई होता है, इसमें सुइसाइडल कंटेंट्स भी आता है, राइट? If you find mutilated body parts close to poor touch with reality, that shows psychotic tendencies. When it is mixed up with psychotic tendencies, it becomes a cocktail, right? It becomes a cocktail, and it becomes a dangerous cocktail. People may commit suicide. So जब psychosis, the schizophrenic spectrum disorder, is associated with depression, this becomes a deadly cocktail. In that case, you have to be very careful. If he has got schizophrenia, he has schizophrenic, spectrum disorder and other psychotic features, you have to be careful. Our study ने ये भी दिखाया कि when there is mania with depression, chances are much higher. Chances are much higher if there is mania, because they go from affective disorders to psychotic disorders. There are high chances. And people who are terminally ill, suffering from physical illnesses, you have to be very careful about this group. They are vulnerable, suffering from suicide. Recently, sometime back, if any of you would like to help me also, you'd let me know. There is a lady who is in terminal, cancer patient, suffering from breast cancer, and highly irritable, doesn't believe anybody, shouts at people, and sometimes he talks something nonsense. And these are some of the indications which shows that there could be a suicidal risk in this case, because he has got very gloomy perception of future. कुछ होने वाला नहीं है, जो भी करो कुछ नहीं होगा. And she shouts badly at her husband. Somebody called me, if anybody is available, can help. I said, in this season, in this year, they wanted somebody to go there. I said, जाना तो संभव नहीं है. Anyone, one of the students who was doing a research on sleep disorder, I said whether you can help. A sleep disorder of people suffering from breast cancer who volunteered a little. But let us see, because a lady, a female therapist would be helping better than a male therapist. Anyway, we'll talk about it later on. This is what I'm talking about, the real cases in which we assess, we feel that there is a suicidal risk. You have to, while dealing with your cases, you may have to find out this. And there are many protective factors. Effective treatment possibilities, right? And maybe easy access to treatment, support for help seeking. Somebody seeking help and you are supporting, that is great. Then family support. These are some of the protective factors which can help people to get rid of it. Now, ye batate I'll also tell you that every self-injurious behavior is not suicidal. Self-injury is a different subject altogether. It may be with suicidal intent, may not be with suicidal intent. There are many clinical conditions, genetic conditions which cause self-injury. For instance, you might have heard about Cornelia de Lange syndrome. Cornelia de Lange syndrome is a genetic syndrome in which there are self-injurious behaviors. Even mental retardation will have self-injurious behavior, but they may not commit suicide. Genetic disorder doesn't lead to suicide. Suicidal behavior is a very organized behavior, right? And it is an antithesis. It is an antithesis of the individual's wish to live, right? So it is an antithesis of natural selection. What ethologists and evolutionary psychologists said, it is antithesis of the wish to live. So it is something which is very peculiar, and people believe that there is a genetics also involved in the sense that they do not have good genes which can survive across time. So they end up the life to stop their survival, which is an unintelligent behavior, and this is maybe connected with the D gene. The gene is poor, that is why they do not feel like surviving, which goes against the natural selection, theory of natural selection. Are you clear about this, what I'm saying? There is a theory of natural selection. Darwin has given this theory. We select things which will help us to promote our survival. We choose it. But these people who commit suicide, they kill themselves. In that sense, it is antithesis of this instinct for natural selection in human species. And some people believe that it is intelligent behavior. Only intelligent people commit suicide. I do not know whether you agree with this. Do you agree with me?
No, sir.
So maybe that after doing MPhil, PhD, DSc, most of the people will be going for committing suicide.
Sorry.
Is it intelligent behavior? Anyway, but they give many people give the example of Arthur Koestler. Arthur Koestler का नाम सुना आपने? The terrific writer. इनका एक किताब है, मैं कभी पढ़ा था, अभी थोड़ा याद आ रहा है. The name of this book is, if possible, if you have a piece of paper, just write down The Art of Creation. The Act of Creation. Act, A-C-T, Act of Creation. इस किताब में उन्होंने साइकोलॉजी का बेसिक्स के बारे में इतना बढ़िया से लिखा. I have read very few psychology books to remember them. He has written in a very layman's point of view, but very good, themes have been put in this. The Act of Creation. The Act of Creation by Arthur Koestler. So anyway, such people have committed suicide. Nobel laureates have committed suicide because they have a different perspective of life. We'll come to that. A great majority of people.
I think that light inside becomes more powerful with the intelligence. So that insight and that more understanding about the life that can lead.
Yes, this is a kind of different kind of, rather you say insight about self, which they develop because of their life experiences. Okay, many people commit suicide without their knowledge because they have seen deaths. Many Nobel laureates who have fought in Second World War or First World War have committed suicide because for nothing, because of no reason, because they have seen the devastation. They have never linked to devastation they have seen, the destruction they have seen. These early life experiences sometimes come covertly, unconsciously, and influence our suicidal behavior. We do not know why we commit suicide, but we feel like committing suicide for one reason or the other. So behind one reason, there may be other reasons. This is important. एक reason जो कह रहे हैं, that may not be the main reason. There may be other reasons also. So great majority of people who commit suicide are actually quite ambivalent about taking their lives. A majority जो study हुआ है, majority of people are of this kind. They do not want to end their life, but they are ambivalent. And most commit suicide when they are alone, under terrible stress, and fail to see the problem objectively. That is why I said objectivity, touch with reality. Freud ने बहुत अच्छा बात बताया ना. Centuries back, he spoke about the touch with reality. Reality के साथ touch खत्म हो जाता है तो we become schizophrenic. We can suffer from number of mental disorders, and this could be one of them, which affects their conscientious decision making. एक बड़ा investigator है जिनका नाम था Sneidman. 1969 में उन्होंने कहा, the person who commits suicide puts his psychological skeleton in the survivor's emotional closet. Shall I repeat once again? Sneidman ने कहा 1969, said the person who commits suicide puts his psychological skeleton in the survivor's emotional closet. वो तो मर ही जाता है, who commits suicide, who dies, but he puts his emotional burden in the pockets, in the bags, in the minds of people who survive, the survivors, the people who have supported him throughout his life. That is the pathetic aspect of it. So you are not dealing alone. The people who have, the person has committed suicide. This is another reality. Prevention के बारे में तो आप काम करेंगे ही, but suicide होने के बाद जो victim बन गए कि आपने ऐसे किया होगा इसलिए suicide किया, they suffer from guilt. कुछ भी नहीं किया होगा तो suicide भी हो गया होगा. You have to take some kind of care of these families who have lost their dear and near ones because of suicide. This family is in a very bad state of mind. Entire family suffers, as he said. The psychological skeleton remains in their mind. Log mar gaya, aadmi mar gaya. So you'll find many popular cases in which they say our family has become a victim because somebody has been killed or somebody has committed suicide. This happens in real world, it happens. So you have a responsibility to deal with families. So if you are having this organization, try to find out the families where people have committed suicide. Try to learn from them, to understand why people commit suicide and what impact it has. Nobody has taken a project on these survivors. A lot of projects are there on prevention, how to prevent. But nobody has understood these families. They suffer from indefinite sense of what? Sense of guilt. Sense of guilt. आदमी तो चला गया लेकिन इनका जो सोच इनके मन में रह जाता है. And that sometimes become type 2 PTSD. सुना आपने type 1 and type 2. Type 1 is the incident which causes PTSD. Just somebody has died, immediately I suffered from some kind of emotional turmoil that could go to the extent of PTSD. But because of number of stressors in my family, in my environment, I may suffer from type 2 disorder because every time they bombard me. I gave the example child with learning disability. Hope I have taken more time. I'm still trying to finish a few of those, because I never get an audience who is as attentive as you are, listening and responding to me. Usually the speakers keep on speaking on the dais and the listeners remain like one-way traffics listening, but I'm hearing questions also, some kind of responses also. That is wonderful. When clinical depression becomes acute, what happens, there is a mental myopia. Myopia means restricted vision, which is very common. And they feel like withdrawing from the world. They look at the world from the limited prism glasses, colored glasses. Even Beck also said like this, right? Other people also have said like that. That is to say that depressed person is incapable of perceiving the realistic alternative solutions. Realistic alternative solutions are far from them. That is why the problem becomes much more difficult for them. आप reality को नहीं समझ रहे तो problem solving skills ऐसे ही कम हो जाता है. That is why you have a scope of using cognitive behavior therapy or cognitive therapies for treating even suicide. There is more relevance of cognitive therapies. What happens is that his thinking process is often limited to the points where he can see no other way out of a situation. He goes to such an extent, he is almost pushed to the wall from where he cannot see what he can do in future. कहते हैं ना लोग, मुझको जो भविष्य है वो अंधेरा दिखाई देता है, आगे सब कुछ अंधेरा दिखाई देता है, पता नहीं मैं क्या करूंगा. The severe state of depression. It may be state कि अब क्या करूं, ऐसे हो गया. This is what you have to deal with. And here emerges irrational thinking. You become rational when you are in touch with reality. You become irrational, myopic when you are away from the reality, away from the touch with reality. This is what is important for you as therapists. There may be interpersonal difficulties which you have to overcome as when you give therapies, and also you have to see that the feeling of meaninglessness and hopelessness is removed. Inner conflicts also plays a very important role. You have to deal with the inner conflicts. You have to open up special windows for interaction to see the reality. Inner conflicts, to deal with inner conflicts, आपको सिर्फ these intuitive methods को use करना नहीं पड़ेगा. You have to use more of social skill training. How to be socially skilled to deal with the situation is important for you. Looking at, there was another interesting study by Tuchman. Tuchman is one who, with his team, started working on cases with who have committed suicide. पता है क्या क्या उन्होंने? In 1959, उन्होंने 742 suicidal notes को लिया, जो suicide कर चुके हैं. Already they are dead. This is known as psychological autopsy. Underline the word psychological autopsy. You may have to, your institution may be dealing with psychological autopsies to understand the depth of why people commit suicide and to help these families also to overcome future suicide in these families. जैसे कि पापा सुसाइड करता है तो बच्चों में सुसाइड करने का चांस संभावना बढ़ जाता है because father did it, child may commit suicide. इसमें जो suicidal note उन्होंने लिख के गया, that has a lot of impact. तो उन्होंने क्या किया, 742 suicide notes को उन्होंने analysis किया, and he studied 742 cases, and out of which 24% left their suicidal notes. और उनको मिला कि ये जो suicidal notes है उसमें 3 प्रकार का notes है. पहला जो टाइप है that is positive emotional contents. Second is the negative or hostile emotional contents. Third is neutral, and fourth is the mixed emotional contents. 4 types, mixed emotional contents. And they found that people are ambivalent most of the cases in committing suicide. Ambivalence has to be dealt with while dealing with suicide. I'm not going into the contents of the letters. I would have happy to read the letters to understand how people write suicidal notes. Not to make you prepare a suicidal note for yourself, but to understand, people, letter writing बच्चों को सिखाया जाता है ना, इसलिए मैंने दिखाया नहीं how they write suicidal notes. ऐसे ना हो कि आपने भी जो मॉडलिंग होता है ना वो देख के suicidal note आज से बनाना आप शुरू कर दें. Anyway, for other reasons, even time constraint, I am restricting that. But ये पढ़ना बहुत important है. Like a surgeon who commits, who does this autopsy, right? A doctor who does autopsy, physical autopsy, you need to see these notes to understand its psychological emphasis, its psychological content. Then you can establish the intention behind this and its impact on the family members. इसमें ये जो notes उन्होंने लिखा, इस notes में कुछ लोगों ने कहा कि just मैं briefly कहूँगा, I am not able to leave this to chance. There are many people, most of them, you will not believe, most of them, 51% of them, क्या लिखा पता है? मैं फिर भी थोड़ा restrict ये से don't copy it, and they said, one of them said, please forgive me, and please forget me, please forgive me, please forget me. I'll always love you. All I have was yours. No one ever did, right? No one ever did more for me than you. Oh, please pray for me, please. Such a beautiful suicidal note. And many people, I'll not read them all, many people have written such beautiful notes which shows more positive, emotional contents, right, before they die. 51%. इसलिए इन नोट में डिस्ट्रेस रहेगा ऐसे कोई बात नहीं है. or there are 6%, only very small number of people, 6% only, who wrote very negatively. जैसे कि एक ने लिखा I hate you, I hate you, जैसे ये राजेश खन्ना को स्टेटमेंट है, कोई ये फिल्म स्टेटमेंट, I hate you dear, right? कहता है I hate you and all of your family, and I hope you never have a peace of mind. I hope I haunt this house as long as you alive, you live here, and I wish you all the bad luck in the world. This kind of words you find in the suicidal notes. It means they almost curse you. They curse you. And others who are ambivalent, they use the person who gives neutral emotional contents. Usually they don't write to any individual. They write letters like to whom it may concern. जैसा हम लेते हैं ना, वो किसी का लिखते हैं हम, क्या लिखते हैं, सर्टिफिकेट जैसे देते हैं ना, ऐसे सर्टिफिकेट जैसे देते हैं, to whom it may concern, or they may write to the police, not to any individual, right? And so this is how they write. Everything that I own goes to Miss so and so in case of my death, as if it is a kind of what you call a kind of statement, just right. There is nothing against anybody. Neutral emotional content. So it is like a will people write. It goes, the entire property goes to you. And there are some, at least 18% of them, who have got mixed emotional content. They will write like this: what's the use, or what purpose I am, for which I am living? I pray to God to let me take my life. Very philosophical. They have mixed emotions, neither positive nor negative. And if you analyze these kind of the letters, you will find three categories of intention behind this. One intention is called to be. वो मरना नहीं चाहते, लेकिन attempt ले लेते हैं because of distress they immediately find in their immediate life. दूसरा ग्रुप है जो कहते हैं, जो ग्रुप जिसको कहते हैं not to be, they want to die anyway, and these are the people who really commit suicide. And बीच का एक ग्रुप है जिसको कहते हैं to be or not to be, they are ambivalent. जो to be group है, these groups they really don't want to commit suicide. जैसे मैंने कहा था पहले कि स्लीपिंग पिल लेना चाहते हैं तो 2 पिल लेके सो जाते हैं और सुबह बहुत फ्रेश होके उठते हैं, बट दे वांटेड टू कमिट सुसाइड, राइट? दे वांट टू कट देयर वेन्स, बट इतना धीरे से खरोच होता है, थोड़ा ब्लड निकल जाता है फिर ठीक हो जाता है. दे रियली डोंट वांट टू डाई. दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स यू विल फाइंड अ लॉट इवन इन एक्सीडेंट केसेस, who meet an accident but survive because they don't want to die. And some cases they attempt, but they survive, who are ambivalent. Some, these accident cases of a bit severe nature who survive could be of that kind. बच जाते हैं क्योंकि वो जो रस्सी है वो इतना टाइट नहीं हुआ था, तो he survived. Maybe that he unconsciously he has not tightened, made like that. And finally, those इनके बारे में बताना भी जरूरत नहीं है. They definitely commit suicide. The method is so lethal that nobody can make them leave, can help them leave. ये सारे मैंने बताया theories. थोड़ा सा बीच में बताया. I told a bit about the therapeutic aspects. Now let me, which is most important armamentarium for clinical psychologists, is screening and assessment. Screening tools are designed for different age groups. Particularly, I said that those who are elderly people, geriatric population, इनके लिए एक series of tools are there. Few tools मैं आपको थोड़ा बता देता हूँ. The first one is geriatric suicidal ideation scale. Geriatric suicidal ideation scale. This is a very important scale. Then another scale is reasons for living for older adults scale. Then there is a suicidal older adult protocol. Suicidal older adult protocol. मैं scales के बारे में ज़्यादा नहीं बताता हूँ. It will be a bit tedious for you to listen the names of these here, but make an effort to list out the kind of tools which are available. इसलिए मैं नहीं कह रहा हूं कि आप प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए तैयार हो जाओ कि हाउ टू डील विथ ये, that is also true, so that you can open a special suicide unit for dealing with suicide cases, right? Para suicide, suicide, whatever it is, self injury, इसको मिलाना सेल्फ इंजुरी और आज तो मैं ज्यादा बता नहीं पा रहा हूँ सेल्फ इंजुरी का जो डिटेल्स इश्यू के बारे में, थ्योरीज एंड ये थोड़ा सा बताया कर्नेल गिलेन सिंड्रोम। कभी टाइम मिले तो हम सेल्फ इंजुरी के ऊपर ही बात करेंगे, because self injury and suicide, although they are connected to each other, it is a form of self injury, but all suicides are not the pure cases of self injury. There are different cases of self injury, and applied behavior analysis has brought beautiful, very good sets of techniques to deal with self injury, to reduce self injury. इसमें हमने काफी काम किया, अभी टाइम नहीं मिल रहा है उसको डिस्कस करने के लिए, because our focus is suicide. Anyway, self-injury can occur without suicidal ideas. That you know that, okay? So then prevention. Prevention, you have to try at the earliest, establish a good relationship, identify and clarify the focal problems, evaluate, assess the individual thoroughly, formulate constructive plans, and so on. Prevention is important. Early recognition of the signs are important. Now, बाकी जो बचा है, schools, colleges में आपको create करना है a situation for intervention. Public education and all these you have to do in the schools and make the people aware about suicide, teach them how to use the fast aids, to be conscious and what are the services available, talk about your institution which is available nearby, give the details, phone number, और जैसे ड्रिल होता है, मॉक प्रैक्टिस होता है, सुइसाइड का ऐसे प्रैक्टिस हो सकता है, so that they can quickly intervene. So it is, suicidal itself is an enigma. It is a mysterious issue why people commit suicide. Science has only reached up to the twilight zones of the reasons why people commit suicide. And as a volunteer organization, you have a lot of role to play in dealing with suicide. I hope you will put research, practice all together into one platform and try to make people aware about this particular, you can consider this as a disease or you can consider this as a fatality and make them aware and save valuable lives. I must thank all the listeners, the audience, and the organizers for giving me this wonderful opportunity to interact with all of you. Wish you all the best. Do well and take care. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. So, sir, there are some questions. If you allow, we can take.
Yeah, please. I was thinking the time is, it will be quite late for you. Okay, please, I'll be happy to respond.
No, we are comfortable. If you are
yeah,
comfortable,
sure.
then
No, I'm perfectly comfortable. Please.
Yeah. So because we actually doing one-to-one sessions, so we are allowing participants to
yes, sure.
Please. Vijay, please unmute everyone, and they can ask directly questions to sir. Anyone who want to ask any question, who want to discuss anything, they can directly ask to sir. Please. You can unmute yourself. Be allowed from our end.
Ma'am, I would like to ask a question to sir.
Yes, please.
Yes, Shubhalika.
Actually, sir, I'm a college student and I was wondering if you could suggest any projects that I could do on suicide, especially in the pandemic scenario, because these days certain questionnaires on suicides come, so people revolt that it's already so negative and you're again asking all those and you're again sending all those negative questionnaires. So is there any way I could do certain projects without like facing such revolts on suicide at a college level?
Yes. This is most practical question, right? This is a very practical question, and it shows that you have started thinking about how to go about it. This is a very good thing.
Thank you, sir.
So I'm happy that you have started thinking as to how to go about it. Now, what is our job is that we do not have a good tool for assessing suicidal potential, and the government of India wants that we should design tools, develop technology which is Desi, which is Indian. And we do not have for clinical psychologists or the students of psychology or otherwise, right? We need to have good tools which are truly Indian, right? Which are based on our observation. Like you have a lot of data regarding the causes of suicide in India, right? And you can go through those documents which have been published by National Crime Record Bureau. These documents are freely available. They sent to the colleges, and even we used to get these documents for a very, very long time in our South campus. Go through this document and find out what are the causes of suicide, list them out, prepare an Indian questionnaire without giving much of what you call words which will look to be pathological. Because people fail to, like depression, whether you suffer from depression, if you ask a direct question, people don't answer. Word in such a manner like hopelessness. Do you feel that future is hopeless for you? Do you have any plan for the future? Do you plan for the future? These kind of questions you can prepare and do a good analysis, multifactorial analysis, ANOVA, and kind of analysis, and collect, you can prepare a Google form for this. People will respond to that and standardize it. Try to standardize at least a tool you should have with yourself, not necessarily a very good standardized tool, but to do well, to give services to people, you should have a tool of this kind. So why don't you start working? Since you have started thinking, you develop, right? You develop the tools, discuss with your madam, discuss with your people who are there teaching psychology, and standardize the tool. That will be great help for others also to learn from you. Once you develop a tool, you can go ahead with doing a survey, finding out, doing a further standardization. But remember, we people are sometimes so engaged in developing psychometric tools, we forget the reality that people need our services also. So we need not be psychometricians. We develop the, while developing this tool, you can pick up people who have suicidal potential and work with them, give them intervention, work with them, at least sensitize them if you are not well trained, sensitize the school children, the school teachers and other people who कर सकते हैं. Choose a small area where you can conduct this kind of surveys. अभी तो कोविड का जो है थोड़ा restriction है, but you can do it online with young population, right? So that is a wonderful idea.
Thank you so much, sir.
Oh, most welcome.
Thank you for asking question. Anyone else?
Namaste, sir. This is Ashok Kumar Patel from Balrampur. It was a nice lecture, and it was a great time with you, sir.
So nice to hear you. Okay.
सबसे पहले तो आपको आज शिक्षक दिवस की बहुत बहुत बधाई. और सर
धन्यवाद.
There is something left to ask. You covered each and every aspect of suicide actually.
Yes.
From theory to practical. So
yes.
It was wonderful to listen to you, sir.
Are you still
many
disability?
Congratulations, sir.
Oh, thank you. Are you working on disability still, or you have changed your field?
No, sir. Actually, I'm working with this district hospital, so not especially with any. I'm getting all kind of cases.
Okay,
this
very
particular
good.
Area is kind of very very less awareness of in these mental disorders and psychology. So
yes.
I'm focusing on to create awareness on.
Okay, very good. You are in a better position than the students in colleges and other places. You are trained clinical psychologist, and we expect a lot from your side also. Okay.
Sure.
So thanks a lot for interacting, for asking. Okay. Wish you all the best.
Thank you,
Thank you, Ashok. Thank you, Ashok. Anyone else? Or I think
Ashima. Hi, can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead, ma'am.
Hi, sir. Okay.
Yes, please.
Yes, this is Ashima, sir.
Yeah. So
Hi.
nice to hear you.
Hi, pleasure, sir.
Hello.
It was a pleasure and very well organized and a lot of learning, sir. It's really
Thanks a
learning.
lot. Thanks a lot.
Yes, and we would definitely want to take some more inputs. I
Yeah,
think
sure,
you should,
sure.
sir, work on this, and
Oh,
we should
sure.
continue to work on this, and we'll have
Yes.
whatever best we can, because I think it is a need of the hour.
Yes. It's
And
wonderful to
so,
hear from you.
yes, we need to
So nice of you. I think
so
this will
nice, sir.
give another impetus to me to think over this, and maybe that we
Yes, sir.
may think of taking a.
Especially, sir, especially when you're talking about the idea of the Google Forms, sir, you go ahead and prepare it. You have this project and you initiate it, and we'll take it
Oh, sure.
forward, sir.
Okay. I think we can go for a multi-centric work with these people,
Yes,
young
sir.
people, and do a good work.
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot. Okay, thanks a lot.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir.
There is a question from Deepa Chauhan. So there is some problem with her mic. She is sending a message again and again. So
Okay.
question is, एक लड़की है जो काफी परेशान है, लेकिन उसको ये नहीं पता कि क्यों, क्योंकि उसके पास SBI बैंक की जॉब है, कोई समस्या नहीं है, अच्छी फैमिली है, रह रहा खाना पीना सब अच्छा है, लेकिन वो कभी भी खुद को एक रूम में बंद कर लेती है और किसी से भी बात करना पसंद नहीं करती. इस स्थिति को कैसे हैंडल कर सकते हैं? कभी-कभी सुसाइड की बात.
Okay. It reminds me of a girl in Calcutta. I was in 1995, 90, around 90s, I was there. The parents came to me with the similar problem. The girl was confining herself to her house, and even she was switching off all lights in the evenings and remaining there. And she was suffering from what you call all symptoms of depression. Sometimes people without any symptom of depression try to confine to themselves to get rid of the stressful environment from which there is no escape. There could be a parental pathology. Let us try to, there is a parental pathology scale developed by Veera Raghavan from our department. And you need not go through the psychometric test because parents sometimes do not cooperate. But you can, without carrying the test, you can find out different areas of psychopathology without telling them that you are investigating whether there is a pathology. And what is most important is perhaps this girl is not finding an appropriate person to talk. Initially there will be a lot of resistance, but keep on interacting, take her phone number and keep on saying hello, what are you doing? Gradually. Nowadays you cannot go and meet people also. So try to talk to the girl. You will have resistance in the beginning, right? And this is a classic case in which she may be having a kind of free floating anxiety, the reason of which she is not aware of. This is a typical free floating anxiety, and she wants to avoid this anxiety, becomes anxious, and could be a depression because she doesn't have skill to deal with the world around her. Two things. One is the catharsis, keep speaking to the girl. Second thing is that you teach some social skills, even speaking, looking at people, at least sharing. Some people don't talk, so they write. They feel better to write, like messaging. They feel better, comfortable in messaging than speaking. Try to explore all these non-verbal ways of communication. Gradually she will become verbose. I don't think she has difficulty in communication as such. She can communicate because she is going to the office, she is doing her work. Am I correct? She's doing her day-to-day activities, but keeps herself confined.
Yes, sir, he's doing.
Confined. And one of the girls recently consulted us, who is an executive in a big company. When she saw that our names are there on the website for consultation, although she doesn't belong to our university, she spoke to me. And she said, this is how I'm trying to, I don't want to talk to anybody. Then I found that after I spoke, I gave a very good plan for the future. And she opened up. She started speaking. She felt a bit better. So try. This is a unending process. Of course, I cannot say this is the cure, but I feel this is one of the things which could be bringing a lot of change. So initially, if you break the silence, you break the pattern, what you call, this is a kind of vicious cycle of behaviors which is occurring. And once you come to know, a psychologist, a psychotherapist works almost like an investigator, right? Investigator, like a forensic investigator, to find out what has gone wrong with her. Some approaches could be behavioral, some could be psychoanalytic, and you can mix them up also, because the principles of human behavior do not differ much, no matter whether it is psychoanalytic, whether behavioral, even if it is neuropsychological, right? For instance, in learned helplessness, they found that the changes that occur in the people at an intellectual level, mental level, similar to depression, patient with suffering from depression, and those who have got biological abnormalities, biochemical abnormalities due to depression. Although it is behavioral, it has got neurological consequences also. So try to look into these areas. This has to be done in a very systematic manner. Try out this operant learning. Try out and see how well it helps. Okay. I hope I have given a partial answer. When you start working, you will get answer yourself. You'll get the answer yourself. This is called Socratic learning. This is called Socratic questioning and Socratic learning. The question that you have asked is a Socratic question, for which there is no definite answer, but certainly there are ways and means of dealing with it. And later on, you learn how to do it well. The answer is still, remains to be answered to you. The question still remains to be answered, I understand. Okay, any other question?
And one more last question we are taking. So there is like Sumya asking, if a person is coming to a clinical psychologist and under therapy, and if he commits suicide, so what is legal perspective? I think this is a question, especially after the Sushant Singh case. कि इतने सारे issues there are many therapists who are afraid of it कि अगर कुछ हुआ तो हम क्या करेंगे.
Yes.
तो बहुत practical और बहुत important question है अभी के लिए.
Yes. इसके लिए तो ये बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. इसके लिए तो पहला चीज है, be sure that you are a clinical psychologist and you have a appropriate recognition, RCI recognition when you are giving therapy, particularly, because that is why it is important. Whether he suffers from depression or not is immaterial. Even a child who comes to you for to get rid of his anxiety may commit suicide. You will be not held responsible for this, and you can explain it well if you are a clinical psychologist. And दूसरा चीज है कि, as I told you, everybody who commits suicide may not be suicidal, may not be suffering from depression. The reason for being suicidal may lie somewhere else. It need not be because of the condition itself. So you have to look into this area, this aspect, to prove that. That is why most important is to sign a contract before you give therapy. She has no objection in entering to a therapeutic relationship. You sign, like when people go for surgery, they sign a bond agreement. So agreement is a must, no matter how, whether you are running a small practice or you are in a big organization. This is important. That will save you from number of difficulties, even if you are a very qualified clinical psychologist, senior clinical psychologist. So you need not be worried. People may commit, that is why I said, without depression, people may commit suicide also. So it is may not be because of your therapy, but you have to prove it. You have to prove it.
Thank you so much, sir. I think we have taken all the questions. Is there any other question left? And because sir already covered all important points in his talk, I don't think there is any question remains. Okay, so that's sending. Thank you very much, sir. There are so many messages for Happy Teachers Day.
Oh, thank you so much, and wish you all the best. And thank you for remembering me and all the teachers who are here joining with us. Okay, and it's a wonderful experience for me also, because until unless there is a audience, speaker has got no meaning. Until unless there are students, right, teacher has got no meaning. So lovely students and audience, I thank you a lot for your patience listening to me for now almost 1 hour and 45 minutes. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. We are blessed to have you today, sir. Thank you once again. And we are closing here now.